So this is how AI UGC unlocks your brand's next $1 million month in 20 minutes. If you're tired of ad fatigue, if you're tired of creatives not converting, if you're tired of honestly just paying UGC creators like way too much money to have videos that don't perform well, then this is for you. AI combined with UGC basically equals unlimited testing fuel. You can do whatever you want, not whatever you want, but it can produce results that tend to perform just as well as regular UGC. Like if you go and hire UGC creators, if you have an affiliate program, or if you have in house creators, this is just a cheaper option and it gives you way more testing and you can customize everything about it, scripts, hooks, the avatar itself, like this guy right here. You can change it to pretty much anyone you want. It's, I mean, it's pretty insane. Literally, like a year ago, this wasn't even possible. So let's get into it. So the old way is obviously, as I just said, expensive creators, slow turnaround, hit or miss results. You've run Facebook ads, I've run Facebook ads, TikTok, IG, Meta, it's all the same. And you just never know like what is going to hit. You don't know. It could be a really ugly ad. By ad I mean, content that doesn't look like one, or it could be something that looks really, really beautiful. You just never really know. Now, traditionally, the more basic, plain ones, the ones that look like it's shot on an iPhone, usually tend to get more views. And when you get more views, you obviously convert more. So that's what UGC created with AI can do nowadays. It gives you enough content for testing and it prevents you from stagnating. You can scale and scale and scale. Now, this is obviously not like a one fixed all and your brand's just going to magically create, millions in sales and revenue. But this definitely helps solve the problem of ad fatigue because if you have enough, you're bound to have one or two that are going to hit and hit hard. So the new way, as I just said, is obviously AI UGC. Nowadays, I'll get into how you do that shortly, so stay along. But you can literally just upload one product image and you can get multiple UGC ads depending again on what software you're using. You can do UGC, you can do video, you can do custom long form, you can do custom short form, you can do static ads in every shape that you want and every size and resolution that you want. And you just mass create them. Now, a lot of people are with their brands are doing static ads, but I think AI UGC is slowly taking over. A little bit ago, it still was more profitable to just go with actual creators, but now since tools like Hagen have come out, where you can just literally plug in um, your product photo, and if you know how to use the platform and prompt correctly, you can mass create video ads. For instance, this is one down here that I did for another brand, and this is another AI UGC platform. I guess that's what they call themselves, ARCADS. It's You may have heard it, you may have not, but it is really like taken over. Um, you can go in and custom create whatever you want. So That's the new way. Now, why it works, obviously, more volume, more ads, more shots on goal, right? You want to shrink the feedback loop like as much as possible. If an ad is not working, then you need to just shut it off. If a campaign is not working, you need to shut it off. What happens when you start just your ROAS, your numbers start dropping? Like you panic. You have to go and get more ad creative. And when you're a smaller brand, a 6, 7 figure brand, the ones that I usually work with, it can be pretty hard and more than hard. It's just, it takes a lot of time. And you have to go back and forth with creators to, this isn't not matching the brand. This is not what I wanted. This looks really bad. Um, Now, typically, if it's a good creator, they'll know what converts, right? Like creators, they do know how to convert more, to convert better than probably whatever marketing agency or CMO you have. But the benefit of AI UGC is you just get so much. You can do so much and test so much. And not just, again, not just UGCs, static ads, in whatever format you want. You can do UGC ads, video ads. It doesn't even have to be UGC. Me and my team at Core Creatives primarily do UGC because that typically gets better results. But you can use any really video tool out there that you want, predominantly one with text to speech, like VO3, for instance, and a couple Chinese models out there. But compared to uh, how many you can get, it is way better to just go this route if you need to just test. And every brand on the planet needs to test. You're talking 10, 20, 30, depending on the size of your brand, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 ads that you need every single week in all like formats for top of funnel awareness, for bottom of funnel, just driving sales, right? Like static ads typically are more just bottom of funnel. Like it's for people like retargeting campaigns, like people who've seen your stuff, people who may have bought your stuff in the past. And that's typically more for bottom of funnel. But top of funnel is where UGC really shines. It just brings so much awareness. If you get one good video ad, it literally makes up for all the money for creating the 10, 20, 30 other videos that you did. Like, that's the thing. You just need like one or two winners. So, as I said, it's a lot cheaper than going with like a marketing agency, for example. And it's also a lot cheaper than going with creators and influencers, in my opinion. Influencer deals, usually they charge, I mean, it varies wildly, but usually they charge based on how many subscribers they have, and subscribers is just a pure vanity metric that does absolutely nothing for your brand. You care about their views, but even then it's really not guaranteed. You buy like a 3 video package, cool. What, that just set you back like 10 grand, and each one of those videos got like maybe 100K views or something like that. It's a horrible deal for brands. It just is. So, and especially right now in this day and age where AI is just evolving literally every single day, there seems to be a new tool all the time, and the brands that win are usually the ones that test the most and test the fastest. AI UGC removes the entire creative ceiling. You don't need to spend hours a day worrying about, is this not going to convert? What if I'm just spending all this time and all this money creating ads that aren't going to do well? the back and forth, oh, the back and forth with creators and the time it takes to deliver too. Who has time to wait like an entire week for like 5 ads, right? And by ads, I mean just UGC videos. I'm just referring to them as ads. So, yeah, if you want to scale absolutely to the moon, and this is for any brand that sells a product, again, not that these AI products like Arcads and HeyGen, they can't do every single product, but if you can fit your product in there and you can just you do b-roll over it as well, like that's what me and my team do a little bit. But if you run like a skincare brand or some kind of object, like a product that you can kind of fit in your hand, then this is where this shines. So we all know the meta ads are like getting way, way better. Okay. Getting way better. The next million is not going to be unlocked by output. It's going to be not ad spend. It's going to be how many AI ads that you can get out. Influencers are dying, creatives are dying, and to do that, you need to test fast. So let's get into, before I continue, let's just show you a little static ads example. So this is Sephora, obviously a giant behemoth in the skincare game. Now, just for an example, I took this video, or not this video, I took this ad right here, and there's many, many, many tools that you can use for ads nowadays. But the best tends to be, at least right now, it's going to be Nano Banana and probably Sea Dream. So I went ahead and I took this into Google's AI Studio, which is where you can use Nano Banana, which is what they call their new image model that's kind of taking over right now. And I just put this in, and this is without like really any different prompting and whatnot. I just asked, give me 5 different variations of this ad, right here. And it gave me one variation, darker, the products are highlighted. Another one, give me a little some space themes or something going on here. And it just keeps going. This one looks really nice. The text is a little off center, but prompting will fix that. And that one looks great. I think this one looks really nice. So, yeah, it just gives you different variations. And then here's another one. This one actually came out. This one actually came out very nicely, actually. So, yeah, it does give a little watermark. Let's see if I can see it. It's like a tiny little watermark here. But it's pretty easy to get rid of that. And so this is one example of just taking this ad, and let's go to another one. So this is Ulta, another behemoth in the skincare game. This is their Moisture Surge 100 age auto replenishing hydrator gel moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. I'm a guy, I don't know what any of that means, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So went, got a screenshot of this, literally just a screenshot, and I took it back into AI Studio, and look at this. Like, it's not the prettiest ad, but again, this is just one prompt. I didn't do anything extra. The text up here is a little off. Obviously, there's like an extra E, but I mean, it subconsciously did like a before and after. As far as I can tell, this looks great. The before, on the before, it actually knew to make the face a little bit less like, you know, perfection. I don't know. So the text like all looks great and everything. Like I would literally run this as an ad. I mean, the best part is like if it doesn't convert, then you just make another one. Here's another one. Again, I think it looks quite good. It is, again, it's pretty ugly. It's pretty bland, but that's the thing. Some ugly converts. Like ugly converts. I don't know why. It just does. Another one, like it's keeping the exact same image. The text is staying right there, and it's generating like I could do more, right? Like I could make this into like a some pixel art. I could do like pixel art if you know you're a brand that is into pixel art design, right? And I mean, look at this. Tell me that you would be able to create this even if you were some kind of expert. Tell me that your creative marketing agency that basically just hires out to people that know how to use Canva, right? Tell me they would be able to create this. No. This is literally like a full like design. Like before this would take years to learn just how to make this hair follicle, I believe. Like and so it's insane. Like it has arrows too pointing like showing it's cracked. Here's another one. The text is a little messed up. It does sometimes mess up the text. But this looks great. I mean, come on. Look at these. Look at these. That looks absolutely insane. Like with these ones, I wanted to be a little bit more punchy, got rid of the block of text. I just wanted it to be like punchy headlines. Like look at this. The thirsty not anymore doesn't really make sense. But again, I didn't really do much. The text is also messed up a little bit here. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just demonstrating like what you can do and what is possible. I mean, look at this. Like before you would have to go and find an influencer and hire that influencer or just find a model and go into a studio. It would take like an entire day, maybe even more, and take pictures and everything and then hand it off to your designer and then they would go off and spend days creating this. You don't have to do that anymore. And this is just, again, this is just static ads. I love static ads, but this is just static ads. If you combine it with UGC, I will even, this was a failed one because I was just doing it as an example, but this is one of Hagen's ones, and this is absolutely cracked. This, she does not exist. This is AI. She does not exist. The, again, I didn't do much to this, so this is just kind of what they gave me off of one prompt. The actual captions and everything don't really make sense. But just as like ignoring that, just look how real it looks and how great it sounds. I think it looks good. And that will definitely convert. Again, I've made multiple of these and these convert. These do. And that's just HeyGen. Arcads is another one, as I went over earlier. And in my opinion, it makes probably better ones. And you can have it like, guys, it's just so crazy. So, AI UGC, Agent, Arcads, Those are the platforms that I work with, me and my team. And then we use quite a bit with static ad like creation, but Nano Banana seems to be one of the best right now. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, I if you aren't using AI, you will fall behind. So with that being said, I hope you guys got value from this. I hope you know what to do and what to use. And honestly, if you're not using AI, you're so far behind. You are so far behind. So, with that being said, if you don't want to spend hours, because this still takes quite a lot of upfront work, if you don't want to spend hours scripting and producing ads, me and my team, that's what we do. We make ads, we make UGCs, we make statics for brands that want to scale. So you can check the description. There's a little calling down below if you're interested. And yeah, stop fighting ad fatigue.